If you have been waken up by loud exhaust noise at 1 AM, you need to watch this to the end as you can actually do something about it. So, for a start, here's the thing. If you have been waken up by super loud vehicles, it's likely that the vehicle owner is committing an offense, whether it's 1 AM or 1 PM. You see, first of all new vehicles in Singapore have to meet certain standards before they can be registered for use in Singapore. I mean, for example, there must be an IU or OBU. And one other standard is this. They also need to meet the exhaust noise emission standards prescribed in the regulations before they can be registered for use in Singapore. For that, it is under the Environmental Protection and Management Vehicular Emissions regulations. So in other words, it's the law. In fact, there were new noise standards from 1st April 2023 in which we follow the UN noise standards. You see, before that, for cars, the maximum dB should be 96, while for motorcycles, the maximum is 94 dB. This is measured 0.5 meter from the open end of the exhaust pipe of the vehicle. For commercial vehicles, it's either 97 or 99 dB. Now, I know 90 dB sounds very loud, almost like, say, a sound of hair dryers or blenders. But usually, you can only hear that level when you sit next to the exhaust, so it will be diluted when at a distance. So that is reasonable, and it's not the volume that will wake the entire kampong up. But since 1st April 2023, we follow the internationally recognized UN standards, whereby the limit is much lower. For standard passenger cars, it is at 68 dB, and for motorcycles, it is around 73 to 77 dB. Although do note that they use a different test procedure. So long story cut short, rules about loud vehicles became much stricter just about 3 years ago. But if so, why are we still hearing loud exhaust noise at 1 AM when they cannot be registered in Singapore? If you are looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. Well, here's the thing. All the loud exhaust noise you hear are due to the owner's ego lah. Because they're all illegal. They have modified their exhaust illegally to purposely generate that sound so the world will know where they are. As to why workshops were modified for them, I guess you have to ask them yourself. However, here's the thing. Singapore registered vehicles need to go for inspections regularly and they cannot pass with loud exhaust. Last I know, some workshops will prepare LTA compliance exhaust pipes to change for the illegally modified vehicles, and they'll change back to the illegal pipes after the inspection is over. Nevertheless, people... Last you know, how you know. Kong bilang right this way one. Nevertheless, people found convicted of operating a vehicle which produces excessive noise emission or emits smoke exceeding regulations may be fined up to $2,000 if it's their first offense and up to $5,000 if they are a repeat offender. There's also another type of vehicles that are making loud exhaust noise, and they are usually motorbikes, foreign bikes, in particularly Malaysia registered bikes. I mean, drive along BKE at 6 PM and you will hear bikes before you see them at the side mirror. Here's the thing, even if they are legal in their home country, it's not legal here in Singapore. Foreign registered vehicles found to be non-compliant may be denied entry into Singapore at the land checkpoints and face penalties issued by the relevant authorities. For example, back in late 2022, the authorities fined 25 motorcyclists at the checkpoint for excessive noise emissions from their motorbike. So yes, the laws are there, and it's actually a game of cat and mouse. Therefore, if you spot any loud exhaust, you can contact the authorities. Now, while there are laws for this, there might soon be laws and regulations for inconsiderate commuters who use their phone loudly in public transport. Watch this to know why hopefully we'll have a more peaceful public transport. Also, follow me on Instagram if you have not done so, as we publish exclusive short videos there, link in description. And if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. Thank you for spending almost 4 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.